Hello and welcome back to Vault Holocron. Today I will explain the two attempts at Vader to resurrect Padme. The first attempt was explored in the Vader comic series. Within this comic series, Vader is sent to Mustafar with the Mask of Momin by Palpatine to learn about the dark side of the Force and possibly resurrect Padme. Shortly after arriving, the Mask of Momin had possessed one of the architects and created a design for a fortress. Vader actually then spoke to Momin through the mask and afterwards gave Momin a body to inhabit. Momin told Vader that his design could channel the dark side from a Sith cave and open a door to the dark side, bringing Padme back. Although Vader didn't believe Momin, he agreed to have the design built, stating that Momin would suffer if he betrayed Vader. However, Momin's design didn't work and it actually took 9 attempts to make a fortress which could open the door to the dark side. Once the last portal was made, Vader went to open it. However, there was an army of Mustafarians attacking, and so Vader had to deal with them. Vader came back weakened and exhausted, killed the Mustafarian armies using the portal, only to see Momin had already opened the portal and retrieved his original body. Momin and Vader fall, Vader receiving devastating wounds, and Momin even took off Vader's sword arm. While Momin gloated, Vader asked whether it was true that the portal could bring back Padme, and Momin told Vader that it could. Vader then slammed a big stone into Momin, pinning him against the wall. Momin said that the dark side would not let him die because it loves him. However, Vader then crushed Momin to death. After doing so, Vader entered the portal, it transforming him into the burnt Anakin under the suit. He first sees pregnant Shmi being manipulated by Palpatine. Then, Phantom Menace Anakin running away from Vader in his nightmares. He then sees moments of the past from all different times, even including the future. He then saw a vision of his fortress and its previous designs, which then transformed into the Jedi Temple, and standing out front was many Jedi. Vader slaughtered all of them, stating, "Let the past die. Kill it, if you have to." He then walked into the temple, hearing, "I am your father," and seeing both Palpatine and Obi-Wan. Palpatine and Obi-Wan then fall, Palpatine killing Obi-Wan and turning to Vader, only to be struck down by red lightning from Vader. He then walked over to the balcony in which he married Padme. It had an apparition of Padme on. As Vader walked over, he transformed into Anakin from Revenge of the Sith. Anakin approached Padme, telling her she needed to come with him and that he could save them both. The apparition asked Anakin, "Are you an angel? They're the most beautiful creatures in the universe." Anakin urged Padme to leave, but she stated that she didn't know him and that Anakin was dead, throwing herself off the balcony and strangling herself until she was struck by a bolt of red lightning. Vader then exited the portal without Padme. He had failed. The next attempt of Vader to bring Padme back was displayed in the Vader Immortal VR series. This attempt involved the Bright Star, a Mustafarian artifact which was used by Lady Corvax in conjunction with the Aeon engine in an attempt to resurrect her husband, Dorwin Corvax, also known as the Black Bishop. This left her husband caught between the real world and what comes after, and turned Mustafar into a volcanic landscape. Being struck between this world and the next gave Dorwin the ability to suspend time and teleport. Dorwin agreed to help Vader but secretly conspired against him. Bright Star was stored in Lady Corvax's sanctum, which could only be opened if someone from the Corvax line used the key. Vader acquired this key at some point, but needed someone from the Corvax line. After a few attempts, he came across the smuggler, which operated Starship Windfall. Vader went through training with the smuggler, and eventually the smuggler opened the sanctum. Dorwin used his ability to suspend time here in hope that the smuggler would be able to get the Bright Star and give it to the native Mustafarians. However, he could not hold time long enough, and Vader obtained the Bright Star. The smuggler obtained Dorwin's lightsaber. After going to a village on Mustafar, the smuggler returned to Vader's castle to see Vader had started the ion engine and was speaking to Padme, stating that if there was not enough energy on Mustafar, he would use the machine on other planets. Vader got to the point where he could see Padme fading in. However, Dorwin froze time and the smuggler destroyed the Bright Star. This started the long road of recovery for the planet of Mustafar, and stopped Vader's attempt to resurrect Padme. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you here again at Vol Holocron.